What up, peeps? Mr.Bones back at you, and this is going to be my contest entry for my buddy Cody over at H&S Collectibles. He has about 8 questions here, somewhere around that. What would be some movies you would like to see a remake, a reboot, and a redo? So with remake, I'm going with Invaders from Mars. It's one of my favorite older movies. I just figured it'd be cool to see an updated version with, you know, all the modern technology they have now, the nicer cameras and stuff. I'll get you, Kevin Gardner. I'm sure most people have seen this. If you haven't, it's pretty cool. Check it out. A reboot. I don't really know what all of these mean. Remake, reboot, redo. With reboot, I'm gonna say I'm also go in the vein of the new thing they're saying in the new Scream, or requel. And I'll say bring back I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's a great series. Kevin Williamson is involved in both of them. Scream is off and running again. Gonna have like 7, 8 sequels, or 7, 8 movies in the series, and this movie's just sitting around and no one talks about it, but I enjoyed it, and I find it very similar to Scream, but it's just been left in the dust. And redo. That would be, I'm sure a lot of people are saying this one. This would be a #1 redo for me. I only own this because my sister got it for me for Christmas last year and didn't know it was a remake. And that's the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. This is a cool steelbook, but when I open it, that's why I said it's a cool steelbook, and I don't own the movie, so I'll add it to my collection, but I really don't like that movie. I always say Freddy looks like a burnt alien cat. It looks stupid. His voice sounds stupid. What is it you think I did? I didn't do anything. Freddy's not a fucking whiny ass like that. At least he wasn't in any of the original movies. I've watched this a few times. I kind of don't mind the movie without Freddy. All the other parts. I like the actors. Katie Cassidy. And there's this one young guy I like, but I can't remember his name and I don't see it on the back. Oh, Kyle Gallner. He's a good actor. And Rooney Mara. Thomas Dekker. Kellen Lutz. It's got a good cast. Good PQ, like cool scenes and stuff, but I don't care for Jackie Earl Haley. Doesn't look anything like England. Anyway, a scene that moves you. Going with the end of Stand By Me. This is an awesome movie. This is my favorite non-horror movie. Great cast. Will Wheaton, River Phoenix, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, Kiefer Sutherland. Anyway, you spend this movie getting to know these kids, these cool characters, and they're all best friends. You got Chambers, he's the loyal one to all of them, and he's kind of like the leader. Corey Feldman's character, he thinks he's funny. His character's enjoyable. You got Gordy. I brought a comb. He's a funny character. And Gordy, he's a smart one. I think I said O'Connell's character's name wrong. It's Vern. Verno. Did you get to know him? There's this one scene where he cries and he tells a story about how no one respects him. No one believed him about not stealing the milk money in school, and he got suspended and all that. And and Gordy stands up to Kiefer Sutherland's character at the end of the movie. Suck my fat one, you cheap dime store hood. Anyway, at the very end of the movie, you got the narration as the kids are separating once they get home and heading home. And it tells the backstory of each of them or whatever, what happens to them. And, I think Teddy Duchamp's a janitor or something. I can't remember what happens to all of them, but Will Chambers gets killed at like a bank trying to stop a fight or something. And you know, you just get attached to these characters throughout the movie, and it's just a sad story to find out that his fate is he is a good guy, and he never felt like he was going to amount to anything. And then at the end it tells you he dies, and it's just sad. Music score that moves you. I'm doing it a little different. I've noticed everybody with their entries has chosen sad stuff that made them sad. I'm going with Jurassic Park theme. Every time I watch this and I hear that theme for Jurassic Park, da-na-na, da-da-da-na-na, it just kind of gives me like this warm feeling of like feeling like a kid again. Because I've always loved dinosaurs as a kid. I would rent dinosaur books at the library and stuff, and I collected all these cheap dollar store dinosaur toys. But they were cool back in the days when I was younger. They was like really heavy duty hard plastic or rubber. And I still enjoy watching all the Jurassic Park movies, and yeah, I just love it. Hearing that theme takes me back. Best video game to a movie adaptation. Cheating a little bit on these because, as a lot of people have said, I'm not a heavy gamer, and I've never played these games, but I've seen them. I've had friends that played them, and my answers are going off from I like the movies a lot and I like hot chicks, and these two star two of my favorite actresses. I'm going with Tomb Raider, starring Angelina Jolie. Big fan of hers. The movie's cool. And Resident Evil is starring Mila Jovovich and Michelle Rodriguez, two of my favorite actresses. One of the later ones has Ali Larter, I can't remember which one. This also has Eric Mabius, who I'm a fan of. He's in stars in The Crow's Salvation. Nice. Worst video game movie I don't own. Tried to watch before, but I couldn't get into it, and I'm choosing Alone in the Dark with Christian Slater and Tara Reid. Like I said, I tried to watch it before in the past, couldn't get into it, and I've seen it on like a top list of worst video game movies. Best movie into a game. Going with Friday the 13th for PS4. This is an awesome game. My brother-in-law loves it. He used to play it like every friggin' day. And he used to try to get me to play with him. But like I said, I'm not heavy into gaming. I mainly wanted to own it because it's a Jason game. But it is an awesome game. You choose between being a camp counselor or Jason. And you have lots of abilities and lots of controls and buttons to remember, and I'm not into trying to remember all that shit. Like, he tried to help me learn it and tell me the stuff. Like, he has different powers, like he can teleport and do different stuff, and then if you're a camp counselor, you gotta learn all this stuff, like going outside and turning off the breaker box, going inside looking for all these different tools and stuff. I don't know, it's a cool game, but like I said, not a giant gamer. And worst movie into a game. I'm cheating a little bit on this one too. I'm just choosing what I know is like the most notorious for being the worst video game ever, which is E.T. There's those videos out there of it being took to a landfill and burying them all and all that shit. Anyway, that's my entry, Cody. Hope you like the answers. Hope you enjoyed watching. Peace.